everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of C14 Dating. So now that we've finished with Shoji, we are going to be starting on Deandre's route. And we are at, okay, this isn't the first option that's going to help lead us towards him. There was two things that we could have done during week 1, but we've done them already, so I just skipped it. I'm pretty sure we've done this too, but honestly, I was starting to get into it, and I was like, you know what? We haven't done anything with Deandre yet, and we're already on week 2, so I might as well. So for week 1, you're going to want to select that your accent sounds different in English, and then you're going to want to volunteer to help him out with the kitchen, the cooking stuff. And now we're on week 2, Monday, and we are going to volunteer to talk to Kyler for him. Leave it to me. My square is next to his anyway, so I'll be able to talk to Kyler anytime. Really? It's not a big deal, but let him know I apologize for that. A few other students trickled in, and I finished my breakfast before there were any more mishaps. Anyway, where did you stay this weekend? I furiously chewed my oversized portion, but Deandre flashed me a patient, I'll wait smile. Coughing, I simply tapped the table since I couldn't talk. Here? How was it? I survived. When a car pulled in, I knew Augustine and Sherry had arrived. I waved to them as they got out, although inwardly I wanted to whine to Augustine about the whole ghost thing, and we've seen this, so I'm skipping up. Okay, so we've got a different scene here. I think we've seen it before, but I'm not 100% sure, so we'll just go with it. Bucket swaying in my grip, I made my way down to the main catwalk, intending to return to my square. I paused when I saw Deandre staring at the dirt wall in deep concentration. Every few moments, he would raise his trowel, but stop inches before the blade touched the soil, then retreat. He looked like he was about to defuse a bomb, but didn't know which wire to cut. Hey, Deandre, what's up? Startled, he turned toward me, and his focused expression melted into a relieved grin.
Hey, just finishing the tamisage?
Yes, the layer I'm working on is mostly dirt, so there's not much to find. What about you? You seem a little hesitant.
I'm starting to see why I delayed picking an elective. Right now, I'm paranoid about digging through heaps of layers and not being aware of it.
He handed over the photograph, and I balked at the number of pencil marks that were drawn, erased, and redrawn, along with ink lines that were dotted instead of solid. And I thought I struggled with my square. If anything, his square was easier due to all the rocks that clearly indicated the end of a layer. You cleared out the couche de merde nicely.
That was the easy part. It was compressed and dark compared to the next sediments. They all blur into one blob of brown. How am I even supposed to tell them apart?
Deandre, rely on the photograph, offer to etch out the layers. Oh, I don't know. Why don't we offer to etch out the layers for him? If you'd like, I could mark all of the layers for you. I mean, it's only a guideline and more of a temporary solution, since I can't protect any of the layers will emerge while you dig.
Seriously? If anything, I should have thought of it first, instead of darting between the photograph and the real thing.
I glanced down at the picture. I had a feeling many of the lines were what Augustine or Hendrik had penned in with their expertise and not based on what Deandre proposed. Hence, even with the photograph, Deandre wasn't sure why the layers were separated as they were. Here, I got this. I extended my hand, and he handed me the trowel. I deliberately carved out a thin line, carefully to use prominent rocks as points of reference. There. I stepped back to admire my own handiwork. Deandre gave a low whistle of approval as I returned his trowel.
Thanks, Mel. Maybe I'll do a decent job here. I don't want to go back to the lab.
Didn't like the lab so much?
It was boring and repetitive. Then again, so is excavating, but at least you're not getting high off ink and nail polish fumes. Sorry, this is something you're striving for, and I sorta...
Please, it's fine. Even if you don't like it, I'm glad that you're trying to do your best anyway.
That's to avoid failing. I'd hate to end up retaking an elective, especially one that goes for a full semester. I just want to graduate already. 3-year degree? More like 5-year if you're balancing work as well.
Work? What's your job?
I play for Perona RC. RC stands for rugby club, of course.
It's not your university team? I always assumed it was like that. And you get paid for it? Wait.
That's right. I'm a professional rugby player. My team participates in the top flight league here.
No way! Why didn't you tell me before?
It's not that amazing, Mel. I certainly worked my arse off for it, but I'm not one to brag. Much. Besides, even if I did, it's not as if you'd heard of the team or even the league.
True, I don't follow it back home. Is rugby popular here?
Not as popular as football or cycling, but it's a growing sport.
And aren't you required to train all year round or something?
Shoot. What did that email say? I think the training resumes in early August, but of course the coach is understanding of my situation. The season itself starts in the fall and runs until May. What? Afraid I'll have to leave so soon?
Despite rolling my eyes, I chuckled at his question. Oh yes, tears on my pillow because I lost my best kitchen partner.
I admit we make a pretty awesome duo.
He gestured to his square.
Now that you helped me not to fail, I should probably stop distracting you. I don't want you to get marks deducted because you decided to flirt with the star player.
That elicited another laugh from me, and we exchanged a cheerful goodbye. Remembering to grab my bucket, I made a beeline for the ladder. I was surprised to find out Deandre was a professional athlete. There didn't seem to be much fuss surrounding him here.
Yay! They always play catch together, and it's cute. I wonder if their little thing is gonna change. I don't know. Alright, skipping ahead. Okay, so she just had her hypoglycemic episode, and everybody's here worried, so let's try to crack a joke.
You guys don't need to get all sweet on me now. I'm doing fine. I let out a weak laugh to show that I was kidding. Deandre chuckled while Kyler looked appalled that I could act airily about the situation.
I guess you can't really sugarcoat these things, can you?
That's life. You take the highs with the lows.
Ugh. You guys are terrible, unable to appreciate such high comedy.
Kyler disappeared behind the outdoor counter again while Joan lingered. Thank you, Joan. You helped me a lot. I'm glad. I will speak to Sherry. You were sick bad. She should know. As much as I don't want to admit it, good call. Please do. She nodded and left for the cave trail. Now it was just me and Deandre. The lightheartedness faded and he knelt down before me, placing a concerned hand on my shoulder.
You sure you're fine, Mel? Is there anything I can do?
Well, there is one thing. Could you grab my diabetic bag from the tent? It's solid green. You can't miss it. I need to check my sugar levels.
Can do. Just sit tight.
With one final pat, he stood up and walked around the museum building. He returned with the carrying case, and I set the cup of apple juice down before I unzipped it. Sensing him lingering nearby, I gave him a reassuring laugh. I'm fine now. You can return to your cooking duties and stuff. Sorry for sending you off on a fetch quest like that.
Fetch quest?
We were interrupted by the clanging of pots, followed by an angry French curse. Deandre groaned loudly.
God damn it. Kyler fails at this.
What, cooking? With an incredulous stare, he gave a helpless shrug.
More like everything. I'll complain to you after. Focus on resting first. Later, Mel.
Later. While the two continued their argument, I checked my sugar levels and sighed in relief. Still, I was exhausted after the hypoglycemic episode.
And this is Sherry checking on us, so we've seen this. I'm gonna go ahead and skip up. And we're back, so he is worried about his results. Okay, well, he's not really worried, but everybody's getting their results back from school, so we're going to go ahead and wish him luck.
I know you've already taken the tests, but break a leg. I'll be reading for you. He abruptly coughed, but managed to choke the morsel down. Thumping his chest, he cleared his throat while snorting amusedly. What? What did I say?
Nothing. It's just rude has an entirely different meaning in New Zealand.
I have a hunch, but okay, what is it? Laughing, he took a few moments to calm himself and speak coherently.
Well, if you said something like, I'll root for the whole team, I'd be amazed by your stamina.
Deandre?
What? You said it, not me.
I gave him a swift jab with my shoe and he feigned pain.
Ow, stop that. I don't want to end my rugby career that quickly. But thanks for the support, Mel. Make sure that you say Barack for her next time, though.
He finished with a playful wink and I rolled my eyes, although I did make a mental note of that. Not that you need any cheering, you're likely used to this by now.
Too used to it. Fortunately, this will be my last semester and then I'm free. The only thing left is to finish this elective requirement, since I'd hate to waste a semester on a single course, a more expensive course too.
Jealous. At least you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like I barely started and it'll never end. I felt a playback flick on my forehead.
It'll be over before you know it. Hang in there.
Before I could respond, one of the students announced something in French and everyone tapped away at their phones again.
Results are up.
From the reactions, Deandre didn't need to clarify. However, he set the sandwich down and fished out his phone. Stay in chat. He seems occupied. Return to the tent area. No, we're gonna stay in chat. I got a good look at his phone. It was noticeably bigger and clunkier, an older model, and there were dents all over it. Wow, you're not nice to your phone. Have you considered getting one of those protective covers?
Those screen protectors? Believe me, I've tried. There's still plastic film all over the other side of my desk from attempting to apply those stupid things. Of course, whenever I want to use it, my phone slows down, or maybe it's the website. What with the sheer number of students logging on.
He swung one leg over the bench and scanned for someone. Kyler was off to the side, also checking his phone, and Deandre hollered something to him in French. Kyler responded curtly, but took a few steps closer to talk. I wasn't able to follow until Deandre motioned to me.
Hey, let's not exclude her. Anyway, are you on the varsity website? Can you check for me? What department? Seriously? That's sweet as! English department.
Kyler paused and glanced at Deandre inquisitively, but said nothing before turning back to his phone.
ID? The first numbers are 826, then 6 again, and last number's 942. You ain't wrong. What'd I get? Your average is 16.48. A little better than last time. Not bad.
Is that a good score? What's it out of?
20. I got the grand distinction, which is pretty solid. I'm guessing A is in your country. Was this the correct ID I checked? Oh, what's this, Kyler? Shocked that a pro athlete got good grades?
Smugly, Deandre raised his hands to his head. After making fists, his fingers sprung out like he mimicked an exploding sound. Kyler scoffed, then glanced down at his phone.
Mature. Kidding aside, I reckon you did well too. Cheers, buddy. Don't buddy me. Mate? Don't mate me either. Wasn't thinking that.
After the jest sank in, Kyler massaged his temples with a broad hand.
This conversation is over.
Kyler stalked off, and Deandre rolled his eyes toward me.
We're getting along so well.
Ah, is it still because you nailed him in the face with a rugby ball, or when you both had cooking duty?
Completely forgot about that, and yeah, we didn't get along there either. He was absolutely hopeless in the kitchen, and I really didn't have the patience for it. He can't do anything.
Oh, come on. It couldn't have been that bad.
Mel, he can't do anything. He failed cooking rice in a rice cooker.
That's bad.
That's why, if Helena gives me cooking duty, can we pair up from now on?
Sure, maybe the three of us could work together. Yes, definitely us two, alone. You can count on me.
Sweet as. Thanks, Mel.
With that sorted, Deandre excused himself, explaining that he wanted to see his grades in further detail. I returned to my meal, wondering about my own marks. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.